Hi everyone. Wow, so we are back from the Mermaiden Voyage of Virgin Voyages Valiant Lady.
It has taken us about a week to recover, but we are ready to answer that question that's on everyone's lips.
Should we have double dipped and gone with Virgin Voyages again?
Now, I don't know about you, Justin, and you guys out there, but that weekend is kind of a haze. So here's a quick reminder about what happened. Roll VT. That's what happened.
Yeah, it's good that we did have that because I can't remember much of that at all. It just went in the blink of an eye.
I'm not quite sure that all did exactly happen. It's still a kind of blur.
It must have. It's on camera. It must have happened.
What happens on the ship stays on the ship.
That's correct. So we're just going to talk about, actually, coming on to the topic, the ship. So let's talk about Valiant Lady.
So it is essentially the same ship as Scarlet Lady. There are some little differences, but to be fair, I think you'd have to be a sleuth to find out exactly what the differences are.
There was one major difference. There was on Scarlet Lady the swings with all what's the laugh and the Instagrammable sort of area.
Oh, the Karen statement. Love, life, live.
Live, no. But yeah, the swings were missing, and you thought they would have gone and replaced it with something, and apparently from feedback they got, people didn't like it, so they took it off. And all there is one big grey wall with a couple of chairs there. So I thought it was really missing something there.
It's kind of sad. It's a bit like the IRS got in and kind of removed some things. But some nice touches that have changed actually is in the cabins itself. They've really warmed them up with some extra wood touches and some pictures.
Yeah, so I think having the wood in there just made it a little less cold and a little bit warmer and less industrial. So I think that was it was really nice to come in and see something a little bit different.
It is really great to see a cruise line listening and really taking on board the feedback that their cruisers are giving them. I mean, one of the big bugbears for me is I like a glass of water when I sleep. And last time on board, I kind of had to teeter it on the arm of the kind of sofa come bed. And this time they've actually got a fantastic little sofa arm table thing.
Which is good, yeah.
I don't know what you call it, but So far on table thing, we'll go with that.
The other thing that we did notice as well was the sexual overtones were a little bit sort of dulled down as well. So
gone is the box of goodies.
Correct,
in your, room.
Yeah, so they used to sell all the items. So that was one of the items that they sold. And then there was this weird sort of gold plate and an octopus. And none of that was in the cupboard at all. So there was no sort of sales items out. And I don't know whether that's because of stock or whether it was just, don't know.
One of the things that sadly hasn't changed is the pool. It's still teeny tiny.
Yeah, it was actually small. We didn't actually get to go into any pools. It was a little bit colder on this cruise, and we were much more occupied than what we were on Scarlet Lady as well.
Now, we have to talk about the app.
Yeah, the app was not
Abysmal.
the best. Yeah, it's improved slightly, but not much. So we did have problems before we went on the ship. We're trying to book restaurants, kept cancelling them, or we just couldn't book them. It would just lag. And then when we did get on the ship as well, it was some of the same frustrations. Connectivity, the internet didn't really work very well, did it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we met a single sailor that hadn't had an issue with the app.
So let's talk about the food.
Wow, I mean, amazing again. We've got to be honest there. Right out of the bat, amazing.
Yeah, exactly. And we got to try other restaurants that we didn't try whilst we were on Scarlet.
Yeah, that was really good this time. I mean, we did intentionally swap and have the restaurants mainly that we didn't. Mm-hmm. Although we did go back to the Wake and wow. I mean, kudos to Lizzie. I think it was Lizzie that did it and booked it. But
yeah.
We got this amazing view of the Wake. It's simply stunning.
It was great. So it was my birthday a couple of days before, so it was a really nice surprise to be able to sat at the Wake itself.
And I have to say, actually, I think the experience this time was improved from last time.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad last time at all.
No.
But it was really, really good this
I
time.
have to say
really
the steak was better than what it was before.
Although, sadly, they did kind of forget to bake my baked Alaska. Gumbe!
So, we went into Gumbe, we heard all this noise going on at these tables, and I thought, what the heck is going on here? And Gumbe, in the restaurant, there's an actual... It's a Korean barbecue, so you sit in a group of people and you play this drinking game, which is called Gumbe. So, it was really fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a great dinner, but I have to say, probably one of my least preferred out of all the meals that we've done on board Virgin now, and I think we have literally done all of them.
I'd have to say the atmosphere was good.
Yeah.
The food was okay. It wasn't anything spectacular, but it was okay. But very lively, and we had some great
and a great
mates.
experience to do.
Yeah, exactly.
And then, of course, our last one this time, pink agave.
Agave. Pink agave. Yes, pink agave. Okay, not too bad. It was sort of a Mexican, is it sort of Mexican sort of mix sort of restaurant?
I'm glad you could tell. It was so dark I could hardly see what I was eating.
I would just only say that some of it was a bit sort of underspiced, and normal Mexican, it's not supposed to be Mexican food, but there was like lack of tomato or sauce or something, so some of the things taste a little bit bland for me, but it was okay. It would still go okay, yeah.
And the tacos at the end, the dessert tacos.
Were they good, were they?
They were good.
Couldn't try them, so I can't tell you. But I did have a rum cake, and that was really delicious, and I don't usually eat something like that, so yeah, it was great.
And of course, we can't forget Razzle Dazzle.
Yeah, so we went back to Razzle Dazzle. I was very bad. I was very, very bad. It's a vegetarian restaurant, and I did have the chicken burger. So
you went to the naughty side of the menu. It's okay. Just a nice naughty side of the menu.
But once again, it was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was amazing. I mean, I hadn't had last time the kind of bread with the hundreds and thousands on the top, and I thought it looked a bit odd.
So good.
It was so nice. I mean, it was kind of like a dessert as your starter. I mean, fair enough, we were having brunch, but it was kind of cool. And I really couldn't fault that. Definitely one to have if you ever go there.
Exactly. So both of us have a couple of allergies as well. So as you probably already know, I'm lactose intolerant. I'm not a lover of seafood. And Tristan is allergic to crustaceans. But I do have to say that whilst we were on Virgin Voyages, they always catered for our different allergies and food requirements. So it was a big thumbs up for them on that as well.
Yeah, they really do take into account every allergy, every requirement. The entertainment.
Wow. We were definitely entertained. Yeah, there's a few more shows during the day, which is good.
Yeah, they've definitely improved the amount of shows during the day and in different places in the ship during the night as well. Although I have to say the core offering is still kind of the same as on Scarlet. You've got dual reality, which is amazing. If you haven't been to it, go. It's stunning.
Yep.
You will not regret it.
Never sleep alone.
Yeah, we still avoided that one.
Yeah.
We've had a couple of people who have been, who've said it's fun. Sit near the back if you really don't want to be involved.
So you should make a quick
I'm
exit.
not sure I'm ready to tackle those inhibitions that I have. I am British after all.
That's true. And then basically there was a lot of pop-up acts as well. I thought they were really good. So in some of the bars, very entertaining. Weren't as weird as what they were on Scarlet Lady though, were they?
Just, have they gone? Do you think that? I think it's safe to say there are some secret shows.
Of course. So whilst we were walking around, we got given this card. Basically, it says here that we have to spot the person with the brightest fedora, and then we have to be there at a certain time and follow them. So we did actually find him.
Yeah, and I have to say, actually amazing. It was such a fantastic experience to do. They took you off into the bowels of the ship. We saw an amazing magic show. Justin took part in the magic show. I unfortunately took part in the magic show. I didn't get as cool a thing as Justin.
Justin won champagne.
Justin won champagne.
Yeah, and it was really good. And the thing that they did to make it quite secret as well is that you had to put your mobile phones in a pouch, so you could not record anything. So
sadly, there is no footage of this. All we can say is
it was
watch
good.
out for the man with the fedora.
Yep.
And follow him.
Correct.
And of course, the highlight of everyone's entertainment on board is the amazing Scarlet Night.
Yeah, Scarlet Night was really, really good. There was a lot of entertainment. Everyone got dressed up in all their Scarlet gear.
The whole ship is transformed. There's a giant octopus coming out into the parts of the ship, slowly taking over the ship, which is really cool, actually.
Yeah, and they broadcast the story about the Scarlet Lady on over the PA, and it's a really interesting story. So.
And we went and actually saw a show about it with Abby, the hostess. She is amazing. Hey Abby, we love you.
Yeah.
And that show was stunning. Her voice is amazing. Never mind Mark from Yorkshire. You'll understand if you go one day. But that was simply amazing show.
Yeah, and then at the end they did like a sequel to the actual show, which was in the theatre, and it was just like a big dance party. It was absolutely amazing.
It was really cool. The sailors.
Or
the cruisers, if you're normal vernacular.
So the demographic. So we always had thought that the demographic was aimed at like young sort of Instagram people, but to be quite honest, the demographic we tended to find was more of the mature again. So people sort of from the 30s and up as well. And it was a really nice
coining
group.
a new generation, the Virgin generation.
The Virgin generation.
The generation that grew up when Virgin first started, 70s, 80s, amazing. Best, period.
Yeah.
And that's definitely the demographic that
I think the best way to
ships are built
describe it as well is that people who are young at heart, and that's kind of us as well. So we had a lot of fun, real lot of fun as well.
It's been a bit too much fun.
Yeah, that's true. On this cruise as well, being the Mermaiden, there was a lot of content creators from both YouTube and from Instagram who we knew, so it was a very, very social cruise for us as well.
Yeah, definitely. So as you can probably tell, we had a simply amazing Mermaiden Voyage on Valiant Lady.
Yeah, do you think Virgin Voyage is for everyone though?
Definitely not.
No, I think it attracts a particular type of audience, which we've already alluded to. So I think it's people young at heart, in the Virgin era. But yeah, it was unexpected, the types of people who were on there, but it was really, really fun.
Would we go back?
I think we would go back. One, if the price was right. The 2023 prices we were quoted on board were a little bit more expensive than what we would have thought they would be.
Yeah, they're definitely going up into the high end again, and I think there's a bit of a issue that I have with that is, given that they include quite a lot. There is a lot that, there's no denying it, Virgin Voyages include quite a lot into their package, but a big thing for us, that don't include any drinks packages. There is a basic beverages of soft drinks included, but we on this weekend alone spent nearly $400 in beverages, and we were not heavy drinking.
No, we weren't heavy drinking at all. So there's a bar tab on Virgin which you can preload as well, and at sometimes, depending if you've got like Blazers Club or there's some special offers, they will actually top it up for you as well. So which did help us a little bit.
But it is a concern on a longer voyage, and I think if we were to cruise again on them, which I think we probably would love to, but on a longer voyage, you're going to spend a lot of money potentially on drinks, because there isn't a huge amount to do on the ships. I mean, maybe the idea is that you're getting off the ship more, so you're not going to drink as much. I'm not sure, but maybe we're not seeing the truth in that sense, because we've only done staycation type cruises where you're on the ship the whole time.
Yeah.
But it does concern me that on a longer voyage, it's going to really rack up the price, especially without any drinks package.
The other thing we would like to do, and what we were inquiring about, is actually looking at somewhere that was a bit warmer, because both cruises we've done have been a little bit cold, so we haven't been able to use the outdoor facilities as much, especially on this one, this cruise. It was a bit grey on some days. So
I think as well, the ships are so similar. I mean, Resilient Lady as well is pretty much a carbon copy of Valiant Lady, which is a carbon copy of Scarlet Lady. What else is there to see on the ship? I like something a little bit different, a little bit new each time. There is some great about familiarity, but something new, something a little bit different. And I kind of hope maybe they might do that for Resilient. They've had a bit more time now with the ship being in, dock and things for a bit longer. So hopefully they'll tweak some things to make it feel different.
Even some of the colour tones or something like that would be good as well, because they're absolutely exactly the same as each other. So if you like what you saw at the beginning with our highlights, then be sure to keep watching, because we do have vlogs coming out soon as well.
Yeah, we've got loads of content, and we still have so many cruises to do this year. I am super excited about what's coming up. And I keep booking my new ones, so there'll be an update soon.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for watching, guys.
See you soon.
See you soon.
Bye. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, like, comment, and share.